Very good evening to you all and welcome back to the channel. I'm on my fourth and final shift of the week. Yes, made it. My weekend starts, or my long weekend starts when I get back, which is brilliant. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for still following me and still being with me. It is absolutely amazing. I really appreciate it, I really do. I'd appreciate it even more if you're a trucker or a golfer. Come on, smash that subscribe button and come and join the channel. It'd be awesome. Drop us some comments on anything at all. I don't care what it is. I had somebody drop me a comment the other day actually. It was quite humorous. I think he's on the left. I think he's definitely on the left. I can't figure out whether he was American or English. I don't know. It was on about President Trump only got elected because his rhetoric was all about immigration. No, I think he won it by a landslide. To be quite frank, he won everything. He won swing states. He won the electoral college. He got the White House. He got he got everything. And yeah, purely it was probably immigration that did get him over the line. The Americans are sick of it. The last administration let something like 20 million illegal immigrants into the country, and they're getting them all out. So yeah, idiots. That's probably why I won it, because the American people says no more, we're not having it, and especially when they're committing the crimes that they're committing over there. It's exactly what they're doing over here. Illegal immigrants that are coming into this country, they are molesting, raping, kidnapping our white women. And it's happening all over the country, and it happened under the watchful eyes of the Conservative Party as well. All those 14 years ago, it was happening 20 years ago. All these grooming gangs, but they're not, they're rape gangs, they're Pakistani rape gangs. That's all that is purely what they are. I don't know why everybody goes on this rhetoric that it's a grooming. It's not a fucking grooming gang. They're rapists. That's all they are. They're just scum, the lowest of the low. And he was saying, like, how dare you? Because I said something like, for all you white women out there, and girls, not just girls, boys as well, stay in groups, stay safe, be vigilant, and where possible, hang around with white men because they'll look after you. That's their mission. And he was like, how dare you say these white men are going to look after these women? Fucking, I really do apologise from the bottom of my heart. What I meant to say was, hang around with these white guys that are built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, so when these fucking scumbags come up to the women, they can just lay them out. Pure and simple. Now, it doesn't matter what colour skin you are, whether you're black, Asian, please stay safe, stay vigilant, stay in big groups, stay in mixed groups if you want to. I don't really care, but just as long as there's somebody there to look after you, because these scumbags will snatch you up and they will take you away. And it's happened in Nuneaton. A 12-year-old was kidnapped and raped by 2 asylum seekers. It's happened, it was in the news. It happened in Epping. It's happening all over the country, where they're approaching women on the streets, and women are filming it as well. They're even saying, stay away, just leave me alone. And they're not. They're fucking scumbags. They are lowest of the low. So yeah, mate. Look at the news. Open your eyes, please. Open your eyes, Britain. Look to see what's going on around us, and it's happening on a daily basis because of these scumbags that are in the country. And they reckon that they're asylum seekers. They're all asylum seekers. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Every one of them boats that are coming across, those small boats, are all full of young fighting men. And Tommy Robinson had it right. They're building an army, and it is quite possible. It is quite possible that one day they can rise up, either take arms. They may have access to weapons. Who knows? Well, they don't need knives really, because you can do as much damage with a knife as what you can with a gun. But if that day arises and they do rise up, rivers of blood will run through the streets of Great Britain. It really will. And it's sort of hitting the nail on the head, Tommy Robinson. These men, these young fighting men that are coming across our country, that are just going to cause nothing. And I've said it in the past, something bad is going to happen in this country one day. It really is. And that will all be due to migrants being in the country. I don't feel myself as a far right. For a start, politics fucking really bores me, because every politician out there is a fucking liar and they don't care about the people. Perhaps some of them did in the past, but they've got their own agenda. All they want to do is just line their pockets and make sure that their pension is intact when they leave their job. But at the moment, Labour are destroying this country bit by bit, day by day. They are destroying this country, and everything about the country, everything about the greatness of this country is being eroded by our government. By our government that was voted by the people to look after the people. They're not fucking doing that, and I can't understand why. I can't understand why a party, an electoral party, a governing body would want to destroy the country that they're serving. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. And yeah, I did mention about a couple of veterans that have been turfed out of their accommodation to let asylum seekers in, and he had a dig at that. What do you mean? You're just making all this crap up? No, it was on the news. It was on GB News actually. Two guys that are suffering from PTSD that served with the British Army have got 2 months to leave their flats because it's being taken over by asylum seekers. So it is happening all over the country, and you see it on GB News, you see it on the news. Guys are coming up and saying, yeah, I'm having to leave my accommodation because they're now housing asylum seekers. And this is what's happening. And the government say they're going to build something like 3 million homes in their tenure. They haven't even fucking started yet. They are way behind the curve, and this is what they're doing. They are getting rid of tenants from their houses or from their flats or whatever, and they're using that accommodation to house asylum seekers. It's fucking wrong. It is wrong on every level possible, but yet they're getting away with it, and something's got to be done. We surely cannot take another 4 years of this shit. Bat our heads against a brick wall. We try and voice our opinion, and it's great to see. It's great to see the protesters flying the British flags and the St George flags on the streets. Thousands of them in Manchester. I saw clips of guys that were filming it, and the leftists just skulk off. They just go, oh, there's too many of them, we can't shout as loud as them. And they were singing Rule Britannia and everything, and it was beautiful, it was poetic. And that is what we need. That is what we need. We need the numbers. And I'm going down to London on the 13th of September. Myself and my wife might come down with me as well, I don't know. I might even wear my beret as a veteran. And I also saw a clip of a veteran marching on a protest, and his final message was to Keir Starmer was fuck off. And it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And he's right. You know, we've got our veterans that have fought for this country, lost mates in conflicts that they've been in. They've suffered, they've lost everything. They've lost their family, they've lost their homes, they're homeless, they're on the streets, and they've got nothing, absolutely nothing. But yet these scumbags that are coming into the country are getting everything. 3 square meals a day, a roof over their head, eating, medical, dental, they're getting everything. And our soldiers are just left on the streets in cardboard boxes. It's fucking wrong. It is the priorities of this government in this country are just a joke, an absolute joke. And I did hear about in America that they really look after their veterans. Their veterans are so looked after. They really are. They're building a community purely for veterans. They're building houses or flats or something like that, or some kind of living accommodation purely for veterans, and they can go there and live out the rest of their lives in comfort and not on the streets. You'd never get that over here. You'd never ever get that here. And I can't understand why they don't open up all the old barracks, all the old army barracks, and put the veterans in there. Put the guys that are living on the streets, put them back in the billets, put them back in their blocks, put them back in their bunks. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to accommodate those old accommodation blocks. That'd be one answer to stop most. This is purely to stop most of the soldiers, most of the veterans that are out there on the streets committing suicide, either through drugs or just purely just topping themselves. And you'd stop that. These guys have given probably half of their life in service for the Queen. Majority of them were for the Queen, and it's sad. It's so sad, and it's great to see that the veterans are out there protesting as well. It's absolutely brilliant, and long may it continue. Right, I'm out of here. I've only got to go up to Liverpool area, and then I'm back because I'm picking my grandson up in the morning. Again, it's Thursday. It's my granddad's ritual, and I think I might do that every Thursday. When he reaches 3, when he gets his clubs, every Thursday I'll pick him up and I'll take him either to the driving range or golf course. I'm going to make a star of him. I really am. Right, I'm out of here. Take care. Drive safely. Catch yourself. Watch out for those lunatics. Drop me a comment. Like, subscribe. Please drop me a comment about anything that I've spoke about. If you want to bitch and moan, then please drop me a comment. If you think I'm full of shit, drop me a comment. I'll just remove it. I don't care. And don't forget, I've got a competition running for. If anybody wants to guess the score that I'm going to shoot at Bromsgrove Golf Club next Saturday for my society meeting, all you got to do is just give me a number, but you got to be a subscriber to the channel. Just number how many points I'm going to shoot, and you got a chance of winning an ambassador pack from Drew's Golf. 6 items of your choosing, up to the value of 99 quid. Could be yours. And if you're not a golfer, have a bloody guess anyway, and you can give it a golfer when you win, if you win. And if there's more than one winner, I'll do a random selection and blah blah blah, you know the rest. Good luck. If you do have a guess, you've only got 10 more days, so get your guess in. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you for my first shift on Sunday. Cheers guys.